Hello, I'm Edward, and first of all, I'd like to thank you for this opportunity to present my small project and perhaps having an interview in Google. A few words about myself. I've studied computer science, and my last 10 years I've spent in finance industry with various projects, mainly in the IT departments. These projects include such roles like product management, educations, development operations, help desk, and second line support. I've also done quite a bit of coding. So I would say that I'm quite happy working alone, just as well as working in teams. So let us move to the project details. Got some description here on my repository. Actually, you're welcome to have a look at different codes. I've got 9 projects, but the one I'm going to tell you about is Stochast. This is based on Rajiv Konwar C++ code that basically does market forecasting with an input quote data. It uses two quite sophisticated algorithms called Black-Scholes and Monte Carlo simulations. The interesting bit is that it also uses multiprocessing in the code so that to utilize all the power and do it more efficiently. The way my project is structured is actually it's split in 3 parts. I've got the repository for the quote storage, quotes.jit. I've got the bit that does quote downloading using MetaTrader and the one that uploads it to quote repository. And the third one is Stochast.jit, which is actually the main project. It's distributed over 2 machines. There's one that's running on Windows Server and another one is running on Linux. And I've got 2 Jenkins jobs on Linux that do one of them does the building and compiling, and another one does the forecast with new quotes. So to make this project work on Linux machine, I had to do a few modifications. First of all, the make wouldn't work right away. So as you can see here, and I had to do slight modifications after some internet research to change the std flag to 14, which is a newer dialect. That's a newer dialect that supports those vector operations. Yeah. The second bit was to make the program able to get the quote file from the command line argument, and obviously to modify this function to have the file name. So as you can see, it used to have the default one, mldata.csv, which I replaced with the argv number 1, the first command line argument. I've changed that one as well to make it open the file, and it worked. Now I was able to basically run Stochast and provide the command line arguments. So that's it. There's a part of the code that's written on MQL, which is an metaquote query language, a C-like sort of script. What it does is it waits for a tick, like a price coming. It makes sure that that's a price for a new bar, and we make sure that it does it only once, so when the seconds are 0. It gives everything to a CSV file, sleeps for a bit, and pushes everything to the quote repository. So we've got something like that, updated every now and then. So finally, we want our code to be built every time we update our GitHub with one job on Jenkins, and the second one is to run the binary every 5 minutes to forecast our data. So the one that builds the project is quite simple. We make sure that it knows where to get it. We put down this hook that we create on GitHub as well. And we write the timestamps, and frankly just do the CMake and make, and finally run the thing. The second one is basically the same thing, it's only different that it doesn't download it, it only does the execution every 5 minutes, having the settings and build triggers, and it executes the code like that without making the file. So that's it.